Alrighty, guys, we're going to talk real quick about something that everybody always talks about when it comes to literature, and that's theme. One thing that people get wrong a lot or don't understand about theme is that it's not just one word. So for our purposes, let's talk real quick about Romeo and Juliet. That's our text. I'm pretty sure everyone has read it. I'm pretty sure nobody super loved it. If you did, that's awesome. But Romeo and Juliet as our text. Okay. So there's a bunch of different theme topics that come up. And that's where you might want to start when you start thinking about theme. All right. So different theme topics, and we'll just list them out right here. Most common one is love, right? There's like some revenge in there. There's like stuff with like feuding families. I don't really know that I'd consider that a theme. But there's a bunch of different things and theme topics that kind of come up within Romeo and Juliet. So for our sake, let's start with the theme topic of love, okay? So that's what we're going to go with, mostly because that's what everybody thinks of. They think Romeo and Juliet's a love story, and even though most of us would probably disagree, we can't argue with the general public all the time. So when it comes to love, let's think about things that you could attach to love, because a theme is actually going to be a bigger statement, a broader statement that can be applied to more than just one text. So one thing I would say that's maybe true when it comes to love, especially as it is shown in Romeo and Juliet, is maybe that love can make people act irrationally. Irrationally? We're going to go with that spelling. All right? That is a complete statement. It's got a subject. It's got a verb. Okay? Your theme has to have that. It has to be a complete statement. Okay? So, the idea that love can make people act irrationally. I would say most of us could agree that that is true for Romeo and Juliet, right? And the reasons why are because, well, Romeo and Juliet get married secretly. Maybe it's just because I'm a mom, but I think that's pretty irrational, right? Also, the friar, who was supposed to be this like educated man of God, arranges this. Let's remember that Romeo was just in love with Rosalind. So maybe we should actually put it in quotes. I don't know. They think they love each other, so maybe we don't have to put it in quotes. All right? But there's all these things that go into it that kind of show that their actions are maybe a little bit irrational, right? Because let's not forget also that Juliet drinks some stuff to make her seem dead. That seems irrational. And then when Romeo finds her, he stabs himself. Wait, that's not true. Romeo drinks some poison? Romeo stabs himself? Whatever. Romeo overreacts. How about that? As a result, Juliet overreacts. Right? So, you can have all these reasons why and all these things that support this as our theme. But you also need to notice that within this theme statement, there's no mention of Romeo and Juliet, right? So, a theme is a statement that can often be universally applied. It might not apply to every situation in your life, but I think you can probably all think of times when your friends acted irrationally because of love, okay? I think you can also think of other texts where people acted irrationally because of love, like Titanic, okay? Rose jumps off her ship or her little lifeboat because she's in love with Jack. That is irrational, okay? I love Titanic, so I'm not trying to bash it, but that's not exactly rational thinking. So you could apply this statement to more than one text or more than one situation, and sometimes even life itself. So that's kind of the best way I can help you work through theme, is start with your text, start with some ideas that maybe come up over and over and over and over again, like love or revenge or whatever else we could have come up with for Romeo and Juliet if we sat here and talked about it for a few minutes. All right. Then once you kind of figure out what it is about your theme topic, which for us today was that love can make people act irrationally, then think about all the things that would support that. And if you were going to turn this into a paragraph or a longer piece of writing about theme, then you would find ways to turn these into sentences, right? You would definitely go back and double check what it is that Romeo does. Haven't taught ninth grade in 8 years. All right. And that was definitely the last time I read this play. And you would also want to include some direct quotes from the text itself that would showcase that. All right. I hope that helps, and good luck.